All right. So that was the main points we covered there. Then we went on to that next discussion, remember? How we feel about love. Now, can you remember why we raised the question about how we feel about love? What was the reason why we had to analyse that question? Can you remember? Yep. If we come down to Barbara.
To show us that we had it all back to front, and it was all of our education that we'd received through our family and our environment, and not through God.
Yes. But didn't we also do it for another reason? What was the main reason? Can you remember the main reason? So I'll just write this here down, how I feel about love. Diane, thanks. Just on this side.
So we come to see the truth of what we really feel.
Yeah, and not what we think we feel.
Yeah, because we can't turn it around unless we're willing to see the truth and feel the truth.
Yeah. And remember, one of the things we did there was I asked you, how do you feel about God? And remember, we listed a whole heap of things about how you felt about God. And then when we realised, well, actually, God's none of those things, so why do you believe God's all those things? And what was the result of that question? Wasn't it that, that's our family of origin that taught us all those things about God, right? So the question of how I feel about love, I feel this is an aspect. I've spent many years of my life examining this, of course, and I think when I first made a list about this particular question, I wrote 40 pages of single line feelings of how I felt about love, how I felt about God, how I felt about love of self, how I felt about love of others, and so forth. And then what I did is I did it in a table. So what I did is I drew a table like this, and I wrote how I feel on one side, and then I wrote how I think God feels in terms of what is God's truth about that, right? This is how I feel, this is what I feel God's truth is about that particular thing. And I just wrote tables, pages and pages of it. So, like, one of the things I wrote is how I feel. I want to be loved, I wrote. And then on this side I wrote down, no one has to love me. That was pretty confronting. That took me a while to cry about that one. You understand why? Basically, what I have to confront there is that actually no one on this planet has to love me. And in fact, even God doesn't have to love me. And that was pretty confronting to actually work through the fact that I desperately wanted to feel some love, and yet nobody in this entire world or in this entire universe has to love me. And that might mean that actually in the end nobody does. Right? Notwithstanding all of my development or all of my desire for truth or whatever, it might end up at the end of that nobody loves me. How does that feel to you? It doesn't almost feel devastating. Right? Well, I was devastated by that. That took me months of crying to work through that one thing. Right? And then I got used to the concept because I felt like, well, no, that's what love is. Nobody has to love you. They desire to love you or they don't desire to love you. It helped me work out what love was. It helped me understand that love is a gift. And it helped me understand too that when I receive that gift from somebody, I should appreciate it because gee, it's not like it's every day that you get that gift. Right? Just that one thing. And so this is what I feel you need to allow yourselves to do. Allow yourselves to feel about how you feel about love and look at how you feel and think about how you think what you think you know from what you've learned about how God feels. Contrast the two and then let yourself feel about the contrast. Just let yourself feel about it. See, this was stopping me from seeing love as being a gift. You understand? To me, love was something I could demand. Once I worked my way through that emotionally, I could feel, no, actually love is a gift. If somebody loves you, it's just a wonderful thing, and it's a gift. It's a gift. You don't even have to love them back. And if they truly loved you, they wouldn't even expect you to love them back. But it's highly unlikely you won't. Because it's such a beautiful gift, isn't it? Like, geez, beautiful gift.